I shouldn't be here, I whisper to myself, yet I don't move. The glass walls of the hall reflect everything I tried to forget. Lights, flowers, people dressed in elegance, and her. Emily. I press my hand against the cold surface and force a breath. You promise me forever. The words barely leave my lips, swallowed by the music inside. Mate, this is a bad idea. I don't turn. I already know that voice. You think I don't know that? Oliver. Oliver Grant steps beside me, his reflection appearing next to mine. Then why are you still standing here? Because I need to see it, I say. I need to know it's real. He sighs. Watching her marry someone else won't fix anything. I'm not here to fix anything, I reply quietly. I'm here to break whatever hope I still have left. Inside, the music shifts. People stand. And then, she appears. Emily Carter. My chest tightens so sharply I almost step back. She looks happy, Oliver murmurs. I don't respond. She walks slowly down the aisle, her white dress flowing like something out of a dream I was never meant to keep. Her smile is soft, warm, familiar. But it's not for me. It's for him. Daniel Hayes. I clench my jaw. Childhood friend, I mutter. That's what she called him. Oliver crosses his arms. And now he's her husband. Not yet, I say. Not until she says I do. Don't do this to yourself. I have to. I watch every step she takes, every second that feels like a knife pressing deeper into my chest. My mind drags me back to nights when she used to sit across from me, smiling the same way. You're overthinking again, she used to say. And you're underthinking, I would reply. She'd laugh. That's why we balance each other. Balance. I almost laugh now. Do you remember, I say softly, when she couldn't afford her rent? Oliver glances at me. Yeah, I paid it. Quietly. She thought it was a scholarship fund. He stays silent. And when she wanted to start her design course, I continue. I covered that too. Why didn't you ever tell her? Oliver asks. I shake my head. Because I didn't want her to love me for money. And now she married someone she thinks is more of it. Oliver lets out a dry breath. That's rough. Rough. I repeat. No, Oliver. This is precise. Clean. Like she cut me out of her life without leaving a mark. Inside, Daniel takes her hands. I feel my stomach twist. I hate him, I say. No, you don't, Oliver replies. You hate what he represents. And what's that? The version of you she chose over. I go quiet. The priest begins speaking, but I don't hear the words. All I see is Emily looking up at Daniel like his everything. Like I used to be. Do you think she ever loved me? I ask. Oliver doesn't answer immediately. I think she loved what you gave her. That's not the same. No, it's not. I exhale slowly. I gave her everything. Except the truth. I glance at him. So that's my fault. I didn't say that. But you meant it. He shrugs. Maybe if she knew who you really were, she would have stayed. I cut him off. Is that what you think? He hesitates. Maybe. I shake my head. Then she wouldn't have been worth it anyway. Inside, the priest smiles. Do you, Daniel Hayes, take Emily Carter? I turn away for a second, pressing my fingers against my eyes. I can't do this, Oliver says. Let's go. No. Why are you torturing yourself? Because I need to hear her say it. He stares at me. You're serious? Yes. Inside, Daniel answers, I do. The words hit me like a doll. Not sharp but heavy enough to knock the air out of me. My heart pounds. Come on, Oliver urges. It's over. Not yet. The priest turns to her. Emily. My Emily. Do you, Emily Carter, take Daniel Hayes? I step closer to the glass without thinking. Oliver grabs my arm. What are you doing? I need to see her face. She's not yours anymore. I know, I say, my voice cracking. That's the problem. She pauses. For a split second, her eyes shift. And then, she sees me. Everything stops. Her expression freezes. Her lips part slightly, like she wants to say something. Emily, I whisper, even though she can't hear me. Oliver notices. She saw you. I know. For that one moment, I see something in her eyes. Confusion, guilt, maybe even regret. Hope rises in my chest, fragile and desperate. Say something, I whisper. Don't do this. The room inside waits. The priest repeats the question. Emily blinks. And then, she looks away. Just like that. Like I never existed. I do. The words shatter whatever was left inside me. I don't feel anger. I don't feel pain. I feel empty. Oliver tightens his grip on my shoulder. Let's go. This time, I don't resist. But before I turn, I take one last look. She doesn't look back again. Not once. I let out a quiet laugh, one that doesn't sound like me at all. That's it. Then. What? Oliver asks. Closure. He studies me. You don't look okay. I'm not, I admit. But I will be. When? I stare at the reflection of myself in the glass. A man she thought was ordinary. A man she walked away from without hesitation. Soon, I say. Oliver raises an eyebrow. What are you thinking? I finally turn away from the wedding, from her, from everything we once were. I'm thinking, I say slowly, that she made her choice. And now, I add, my voice calm but cold, I'll make mine. We walk away from the hall, the sound of applause echoing faintly behind us. Each step feels lighter, not because the pain is gone, but because something else has taken its place. Something sharper, something stronger. Oliver glances at me again. You're scaring me a little. I smirk faintly. Good. Why good? Because, I say, looking straight ahead, the version of me she left behind is gone now. And the new one? I pause for a second, feeling the weight of everything settle into something solid. The new one, I reply, doesn't lose. Behind me, the doors close. And with them, so does the last piece of the man I used to be. I should have left sooner, I say to the empty room, my voice echoing against the glass walls of my penthouse. Silence answers me. I loosen my tie and throw it aside. Funny, isn't it? I built all this and still lost her. My reflection stays back at me. Calm, cold, nothing like the man who stood outside that wedding. I wasn't enough, I whisper. The words don't hurt the way I expect them to. They just sit there, heavy and dull. I walk to the bar and pour a drink. Or maybe, I mutter, I was too much, just hidden. My phone buzzes. Oliver. I ignore it. Instead, I sit down and close my eyes. Memories come fast, sharp, and unwanted. Sorry, I can't make it tonight. Emily's voice echoes in my head. You said that yesterday too, I remember replying. I'm just busy, okay. With him. Silence. Why would you even ask that? She said, defensive. Because you're changing. I'm not, she snapped. You're just being insecure. I open my eyes quickly, exhaling. Yeah, insecure. I take a sip. Or maybe I was just paying attention. Another memory. Who are you texting? I asked once, half joking. She locked her phone instantly. No one important. I smiled back then. Right. No one important. Now I laugh bitterly. Guess I was the no one important. My phone buzzes again. This time, I pick it up. Yeah. I answer. You sound terrible, Oliver says immediately. I feel amazing. Don't lie to me. I'm not lying, I reply calmly. I'm just done pretending. He sighs. Where are you? Home. Alone. Isn't that how it always ends? Stop being dramatic. I smirk faintly. You saw it, didn't you? She didn't even hesitate. I know. No, I say, my tone sharpening. You don't. You didn't feel it. That moment when she looked at me and still chose him. Oliver goes quiet. I need answers, I continue. From who? Sophie. He groans. That's a bad idea. Maybe, but I'm not guessing anymore. Don't do anything stupid. I won't, I say. I'm done being stupid. I hang up before he can reply. An hour later, I stand outside Sophie Bennett's apartment. I knock once. Then again. The door opens slowly. She freezes when she sees me. You? Yeah, I say. Me. She looks nervous. What are you doing here? I need the truth. I don't know what you mean. Don't do that. I cut her off. Not today. She hesitates. It's not my place. It became your place the moment you knew and said nothing. Her eyes drop. I'm coming in, I say, stepping past her. She doesn't stop me. Inside, the air feels tight. Say it, I demand. Say what? Why she did it. Sophie crosses her arms. You think it's that simple? I think you know. She looks at me, conflicted. You won't like it. I let out a humorless laugh. I already don't like it. She takes a breath. She didn't plan to hurt you. That's not an answer. She was confused. No, I say firmly. She was choosing. Sophie's voice softens. You don't understand the pressure she was under. Then help me understand. She hesitates again. I step closer. Sophie. Her voice drops. She chose Daniel because of his status. The words land quietly, but they hit harder than anything. I stare at her. Status. She thought he could give her a better life. I laugh, slow and sharp. A better life. I'm sorry. Don't be. I say. Just finish it. Sophie swallows. She thought you were ordinary. That word. Ordinary. I look away, letting it sink in. Then I laugh again, louder this time. Ordinary. I didn't agree with her, Sophie says quickly. I told her she was making a mistake. But she didn't listen. No. I nod slowly. Of course she didn't. She cared about you, Sophie adds. In her own way. I shake my head. No. She cared about what I gave her. There's a difference. That's not entirely fair. Isn't it? I ask. Did she ever ask what I did? Who I was? Sophie stays silent. Exactly, I say. She saw what she wanted to see. She was scared. Of what? Of struggling. Of not having enough. I chuckle softly. If only she knew. Sophie frowns. Knew what? I meet her eyes. That I was never ordinary. She studies my face. What are you saying? I'm saying, I reply calmly, she didn't just lose a boyfriend. Then what did she lose? I step back toward the door. That's something she'll figure out on her own. Wait, Sophie says. What are you going to do? I pause. Nothing. She looks confused. Nothing. I'm not going to beg, I say. I'm not going to chase. Then, I'm going to let her live with her choice. And that's it. I smirk slightly. For now. Back in my penthouse, I toss my phone onto the table. Ordinary, I repeat under my breath. I walk to the window, staring at the city lights. You really believe that? I say quietly, as if Emily can hear me. My phone rings again. This time, I don't check the name. Speak, I answer. A calm, older voice responds. You sound different. I straighten slightly. Mr. Whitmore. Arthur Whitmore chuckles softly. I heard about the wedding. News travels fast. It does in our world. I exhale. Then you know everything. I know enough, he says. The question is, what do you know? I know I was underestimated. Good, he replies. That's a useful position. I'm not interested in being underestimated anymore. Careful, he says. Power is not shown. It is revealed at the right time. I nod slowly. And when is the right time? When they least expect it. I glance at the city again. They already think I'm nothing. Perfect, he says. Then you have nothing to lose. I smile faintly. I lost something. Did you? He asks. Or did you lose an illusion? I stay silent. Arthur continues. Emotions make you human. Control makes you powerful. I'm done letting emotions control me. Are you? He challenges. I think about Emily. About the way she looked at me, and then didn't. Yes, I say finally. Good, he replies. Then it's time to remind the world who you are. I never told the world in the first place. That was your choice. And now, he says, you decide whether to stay invisible or become unforgettable. The line goes quiet for a second. What would you do? I ask. Arthur's voice turns firm. I would make sure they regret underestimating me. I nod slowly. I understand. Do you? Yes. Then prove it. The call ends. I stand there for a long time, thinking. Emily's voice echoes in my mind. You're just being insecure. I shake my head. No, I was just blind. I pick up my phone and scroll through old messages. Her laughter, her promises, her lies. I delete them all, one by one. No more, I say. I walk back to the window, my reflection staring at me again. You were ordinary to her, I say quietly. The man in the glass looks back, calm and unreadable, but not anymore. I straighten my posture. I won't beg for love, I say firmly. I pause, letting the words settle. Then I add, my voice colder, sharper. I'll make them regret losing me. I'm ready, I say, adjusting my cufflinks as I look at myself in the mirror. Oliver leans against the wall. You don't look ready. I don't need to look ready, I reply. I just need to show up. He watches me carefully. This isn't about business, is it? Everything is about business now. That's not what I meant. I pick up my jacket. It doesn't matter what you meant. Mate, he sighs, you're walking into a room where she'll be. I know. And him. I know that too. So what's the plan? I pause for a second. No plan. That's worse. I smirk faintly. Relax. I'm not there for them. Then why does it feel like you are? I walk past him. Because they'll realize too late. The gala hall glows with quiet power. Conversations hum. Glasses clink. Deals form in whispers. I step inside. Heads turn. Not because of noise, but because of recognition. Good evening, sir. I nod slightly. Evening. A man approaches me with a polite smile. We've been expecting you. I'm right on time, I reply. Oliver leans in and murmurs, you weren't lying. I never do. Another voice joins. It's an honor to finally meet you. I shake his hand. Likewise. You've been quite invisible. By choice. He chuckles. Well, not tonight. Not tonight, I repeat. I feel it before I see it. That shift in the air. I turn slightly. And there she is. Emily. Her eyes meet mine and freeze. What? She whispers, barely audible even from a distance. Daniel stands beside her, his expression tightening. Do you know him? He asks her. I don't. A woman near them speaks up. You don't know him? That's surprising. Emily looks confused. Why? Because everyone here does. Daniel frowns. Who is he? I take a slow step forward. No need to guess, I say calmly. They both turn fully toward me. Emily's voice shakes. What's going on? I meet her eyes. Hello, Emily. Her lips part. You? Daniel steps slightly in front of her. Do you know my wife? I smile faintly. Know her? Emily whispers. Stop. I continue, my voice steady. We used to be very close. Daniel's jaw tightens. You never mentioned him. Emily shakes her head slightly. I didn't know. Didn't know what? I ask. That you were, she trails off. Important. I finish for her. Silence stretches. Daniel looks irritated. Enough of this. Who exactly are you? I glance at him. Investor. Owner. I pause for a second, then add quietly, the man you overlooked. Emily takes a small step back. That's not true, she says quickly. Isn't it? I ask. Daniel scoffs. You expect us to believe this? I shrug slightly. You don't have to believe anything. A man nearby interrupts. Sir, the board members are asking for you. I nod. I'll be there shortly. He leaves. Emily stays at me. Why is everyone? Because they know me, I say simply. Daniel crosses his arms. This is ridiculous. Is it? I reply. Or is it just inconvenient for you? He glazes at me. What's your tone? I smile slightly. Or what? Emily steps in quickly. Stop it, both of you. I look at her again. You seem surprised. Of course I am, she says. You never told me any of this. I tilt my head. You never asked. That's not fair. Neither was your choice. She flinches slightly. Daniel looks between us. We're leaving. No, Emily says suddenly. He turns to her. What? I need to understand this. You don't owe him anything. I chuckle softly. Is right. Emily ignores him. Just tell me, what is this? I take a step closer, lowering my voice. This is who I've always been. But you chose not to see it, I finish. Daniel pulls her arm slightly. This is a waste of time. I look at him. You should be careful. Of what? Of thinking you've already won. His eyes narrow. Are you threatening me? No, I say calmly. I'm correcting you. Emily looks overwhelmed. I don't understand any of this. That's the point, I reply. I step away from them, leaving the tension behind. Interesting entrance. A new voice says beside me. I glance over. A woman stands there, confident, composed. And you are? I ask. Isabella Clark. I nod slightly. I've heard of you. Likewise, she says, though you've been harder to find. I prefer it that way. She studies me. And yet here you are. Tonight is different. I can see that, she replies. You made quite an impression. I glance back briefly at Emily and Daniel. That was the idea. Isabella follows my gaze. Personal. Very. She crosses her arms lightly. Revenge. I exhale slowly. Something like that. She tilts her head. Careful. Revenge won't fix you. I'm not trying to fix myself. Then what are you trying to do? I look at her, my voice calm. Wake them up. She smiles faintly. That, it will do. And you? I ask. Why are you here? Business, she says. Unlike you. I don't mix it with emotions. Smart. Usually, she replies. But I have to admit, this is entertaining. I smirk slightly. Glad I could provide that. She studies me again. You're not as cold as you pretend to be. Pretend? Yes, she says. I can see it. The anger. The hurt. I don't respond. She steps closer. Just don't lose yourself in it. I won't. Everyone says that. I'm not everyone. She smiles slightly. We'll see. The night moves on. Conversations flowing. Deals forming. But I feel her presence again. Emily, I don't turn this time. Can we talk? She asks softly behind me. I take a slow breath. There's nothing to talk about. Please. I pause, then walk toward the exit. I hear her footsteps following me. Outside, the air is cool. Why didn't you tell me? She asks, her voice breaking slightly. I face her. Tell you what? Who you really were. I hold her gaze. You never cared enough to ask. Don't rush it, I say, standing by the window as Oliver scrolls through reports. I'm not rushing, he replies. I'm just connecting the dots. Good, I say. Make sure they connect quietly. He looks up. You're enjoying this a little too much. I'm not enjoying it, I reply calmly. I'm observing consequences. That sounds like a fancy way of saying revenge. I shake my head. Revenge is loud. This is silent. Oliver leans back. Daniel's numbers are slipping. I know. You pushed that deal away from him. I redirected it. I correct. Same thing. No, I say. He lost it because he overpromised and underdelivered. Oliver smirks. With a little help. I don't respond. My phone lights up. Unknown number. I already know who it is. Answer it, Oliver says. I will. I pick up. Yes. Her voice comes soft, fragile. Can we talk? I close my eyes for a second. No, please, she whispers. I wouldn't ask if it wasn't important. I stay silent. Just once, she adds. That's all I'm asking. I exhale slowly. 10 minutes. Thank you. Don't thank me yet. I hang up. Oliver watches me. You're letting her in. I'm hearing her out. That's dangerous. I'm not the same person anymore. She arrives 20 minutes later. I open the door. Emily stands there. But she doesn't look like the woman from the wedding. Her eyes are tired. Her voice shakes. Hi. Come in, I say, stepping aside. She walks in slowly, looking around. So this is your world. You've seen it before, I reply. Not like this. That's because you never looked closely. She turns to me. I made a mistake. The words hang in the air. I cross my arms. You're going to have to be more specific. Choosing him, she says. Leaving you. I nod slightly. That's 2 mistakes. Don't do that, she says softly. Do what? Act like you don't care. I don't, I reply. She steps closer. That's not true. It is now. I know you, she insists. No, I say firmly. You knew who you thought I was. She flinches. I was scared, she admits. I thought Daniel could give me stability. And I couldn't. I didn't know you could, she says. I let out a quiet breath. That's the problem, Emily. You didn't know, and you didn't try to know. I was wrong, she whispers. Yes, I agree. Silence fills the room. I miss you, she says suddenly. I look at her, my expression steady. You miss what I gave you. That's not fair. It's accurate. I loved you, she says, her voice breaking. I shake my head slowly. Love doesn't walk away that easily. She wipes her tears. Is there any chance? I don't answer immediately. Inside, something pulls at me. Memories, feelings, everything we had. But I push it down. No, I say. Her breath catches. Just like that. Just like that. You're really done. You were done first. She looks away, unable to meet my eyes. I didn't come here to hurt you, she says quietly. Then why did you come? To fix things. Some things don't get fixed, I reply. She nods slowly. I understand. Do you? I ask. She hesitates. I'm trying to. After she leaves, Oliver steps back into the room. Well, he asks. She said she made a mistake. And I told her she did. He studies me. That's it. That's it. He exhales. You're stronger than I thought. No, I say quietly. I'm just done being weak. My phone rings again. Arthur. Report, he says as soon as I answer. Daniel's losing control, I reply. Deals are slipping. Partners are doubting him. Good. He's careless. He always was, Arthur says. You're just exposing it. I didn't expose anything directly. You didn't have to. I glance at Oliver. There's more. Go on. His partner is starting to question him. Name. Lucas Reed. Arthur pauses. Interesting. He's not loyal, I add. He's practical, Arthur corrects. That's more useful. I'll keep an eye on him. Do that, Arthur says. And remember, small cracks lead to collapse. I understand. Good, he replies, then hangs up. 2 days later, I meet Lucas Reed. He sits across from me, uneasy. I didn't expect this meeting, he says. I'm sure you didn't, I reply. He leans forward. What do you want? Clarity. About. Daniel. Lucas hesitates. He's my partner. For now, I say. He narrows his eyes. You think that's going to change? I know it will. He stays silent. You've seen the numbers, I continue. You know where this is going. He's just under pressure. He's reckless, I correct. And you know it. Lucas exhales slowly. What are you offering? An exit, I say, before everything burns. And if I refuse, then you go down with him. He studies me carefully. Why are you doing this? Because I can. That's not a real answer. It's the only one you need. He leans back. I need time. You don't have much. That evening, I stand near a private lounge, unnoticed. Voices echo from inside. Daniel and Emily. I don't understand what's happening, she says. It's business, he replies sharply. Things fluctuate. You're losing everything. I said I'll handle it. She sounds desperate. Tell me the truth. I'm telling you the truth. No, you're not, she snaps. There's a pause. Then Daniel speaks again, his tone colder. I didn't marry you for love. Silence. My chest tightens slightly. Emily's voice comes out faint. What? I married you for connections, he continues. Don't make this harder than it is. I close my eyes for a brief moment. Her world just shattered, just like mine did. I can't believe this, she whispers. Believe whatever you want, Daniel replies. Just don't get in my way. I step back quietly, leaving before she sees me. Outside, the night feels colder. I take a slow breath. This is how it begins, I murmur to myself. Not with revenge, but with truth. Everything's collapsing, Oliver says, tossing a file onto the table. I glance at it briefly. I know. 3 investors pulled out this morning, he adds. And more are hesitating. That was expected. He studies me. You sound calm. I am calm. Why? Because this isn't chaos, I reply. It's consequence. Oliver exhales. Daniel's asking around about you. I smirk faintly. Let him. He's desperate. He should be. Later that evening, I walk into a private office building. The receptionist looks up nervously. Is expecting you. Good, I say. I step inside. Daniel stands near the window, his posture tense. So, he says without turning, this is your doing. I close the door behind me. You give me too much credit. He turns sharply. Don't play games with me. I'm not, I reply calmly. You think I don't see it, he snaps. Deals disappearing, partners backing out. Maybe they just stopped believing in you, I interrupt. His jaw tightens. You're behind this. I take a slow step forward. Does it matter? Yes, it does. Why? I ask. Because you're losing. He glazes at me. You think this makes you powerful? No, I say quietly. This just reveals who you really are. He laughs bitterly. You're pathetic. Am I? I reply. You built your life on appearances. I built mine on reality. You're nothing without your money. I tilt my head. And what are you without yours? He goes silent. That's the difference between us, I continue. I can lose everything and still stand. You lose control for a second, and you fall apart. His fists clench. Stay away from my wife. I almost laugh. Your wife? Yes. I step closer, my voice low. You didn't steal her from me. You exposed who she really is. His expression darkens. Watch yourself. Or what? I ask calmly. He steps toward me, anger boiling over. I'll destroy you. I meet his gaze without hesitation. You can't even hold your own life together. He stops, because he knows it's true. When I leave the building, the air feels lighter. Not because I won, but because it's already lost. The next day, headlines start spreading. Daniel Hayes faces major financial collapse. Investors withdraw amid growing concerns. Oliver shows me the screen. It's everywhere now. I nod. It was only a matter of time. You didn't push this, he says carefully. I didn't have to. He looks at me. That's terrifying. It's honest, I reply. That evening, I hear a knock on my door. I already know. I open it. Emily stands there, tears in her eyes. Please, she whispers. I don't move. Why are you here? I have nowhere else to go. That's not true. It feels true, she says. I step aside. Come in. She walks in slowly, her hands shaking. I know everything, she says. About Daniel. She nods. He said he married me for connections. I stay silent. I didn't believe it at first, she continues. But then everything started falling apart. That tends to happen when the truth shows up. She looks at me, her voice breaking. I was so wrong. I cross my arms. Yes. I thought I was choosing stability, she says. I thought I was being smart. And now? I feel stupid, she whispers. Silence fills the room. Then she steps closer. Please, give me another chance. The words hit harder than I expect. I look at her. Really look at her. This is the woman I loved. The woman I would have done anything for. My chest tightens. For a moment, I almost say yes. But then, I remember the wedding. The way she looked at me. And then looked away. I can't, I say quietly. Her face falls. Why? You know why. Because I made a mistake. Because you made a choice, I correct. She shakes her head. I didn't understand. You didn't try to understand, I interrupt. I was scared, she says. So was I reply. But I didn't walk away. Tears fall down her face. I love you. I close my eyes briefly. Those words, they used to mean everything. Now they feel late. Too late. I open my eyes and look at her, my voice steady. You didn't choose me when I was nothing. She flinches. I continue, each word clay. You don't get me when I'm everything. She breaks down, covering her face. I'm sorry, she sobs. I'm so sorry. I don't move. Because if I do, I might weaken. And I can't afford that. A quiet voice speaks from behind me. She needs to hear it clearly. I turn slightly. Isabella stands near the doorway. I didn't even hear her come in. Emily looks up, confused. Who is she? Someone who sees things clearly, Isabella replies. Emily wipes her tears. You don't understand. I understand enough, Isabella says calmly. You made your choice. Now you have to live with it. That's not fair, Emily whispers. Neither was what you did, Isabella responds. Emily looks at me again. Is this really how it ends? I take a slow breath. Yes. She stays at me, searching for something that isn't there anymore. Okay, she says softly. She turns and walks toward the door. Before leaving, she pauses. I lost you, she says quietly. I don't answer, because she already knows. Days pass. Daniel's world keeps falling apart. Lucas walked away, Oliver tells me. I expected that. He took half the remaining investors with him. I nod. Smart move. Daniel's finished. Not yet, I say. But he will be. A week later, I see him again. Not in an office. Not in control. But alone. He sits at a bar, staring at a glass he hasn't touched. I walk up and sit beside him. He doesn't look at me. You win. I shake my head slightly. This was never about winning. He lets out a bitter laugh. Then what was it about? I glance at him. Truth. He finally looks at me. And now, I say calmly, you live with it. He looks down again. For the first time, there's no arrogance left. Just emptiness. Just regret. Too late. I stand up. As I walk away, I hear him whisper, barely audible. I lost everything. I don't turn back, because some losses are meant to be final. I thought I'd feel different, I say quietly, staring out at the skyline. Oliver stands beside me. Different how? Victorious, I reply. Satisfied. And I shrug slightly. I just feel calm. He studies me. That's not a bad thing. No, I admit. It's not. Daniel's done, he says. Completely. I know. And Emily left him. I pause for a moment. I heard. You don't sound surprised. I'm not, I say. That ending was inevitable. Oliver crosses his arms. So what now? I take a slow breath. Now I move on. Just like that. Just like that. He nods slowly. You've changed. I had to. Later that evening, I sit across from Arthur Whitmore in a quiet private lounge. He watches me carefully. You look lighter. I feel lighter. Because you won, he asks. I shake my head. Because I understand. Explain. I lean back slightly. This was never about taking something from them. And it was about taking myself back. Arthur smiles faintly. Good. I thought revenge would fix everything, I admit. But it didn't. No, he says. It rarely does. What fixed it, I continue, was seeing the truth. And what truth is that? That I was never the one who lost. Arthur nods. Exactly. I look at him. You are right. I usually am, he says calmly. I almost smile. He leans forward slightly. This was never about revenge. It was about knowing your worth. I repeat the words quietly. Knowing my worth. And now you do. Yes, I say firmly. Now I do. A few days later, I get a message. From her. Can we meet one last time? I stay at the screen for a long moment. Then I reply. All right. We meet at a quiet cafe. The same one we used to visit. I arrive first. When she walks in, I notice it immediately. She's different. Not just in appearance. In energy. She sits across from me. Hi. Hi. I reply. For a moment, neither of us speaks. Then she breaks the silence. I left him. I know. She nods slowly. There was nothing left to stay for. I don't respond. I kept thinking about everything, she continues. About us. I stay quiet, letting her speak. I loved you, she says softly. I just didn't understand you. I meet her eyes. Love isn't something you understand later, I say calmly. It's something you choose in the moment. She lowers her gaze. I know that now. Now isn't when it mattered. Her voice trembles slightly. Do you hate me? I think about it. Then I shake my head. No. Why not? Because hate means I still care in the wrong way, I reply. And I don't. She looks at me, searching for something. Do you still love me? She asks. I pause. Then I answer honestly. No. The word is quiet, but final. She nods slowly, tears forming in her eyes. I deserve that, she whispers. It's not about what you deserve, I say. It's about what's real. And what's real? She asks. That we're over, I reply. She closes her eyes for a moment. I wish I could go back, she says. You can't. I know. Silence settles between us. But it's not heavy anymore. It's clear. I'm glad you're okay, she says finally. I am. You look stronger. I'm stronger. She gives a faint, sad smile. I see that now. I nod slightly. I hope you find someone who understands you, she adds. I think about that for a moment. Then I say, I will. She stands up slowly. I guess this is goodbye. Yes, I reply. She hesitates for a second. Then she turns and walks away. This time, I don't watch her leave. When I step outside, the air feels different. Lighter, cleaner, like something inside me has finally settled. You handled that well. I turn. Isabella stands nearby. You always show up at the right time, I say. She smiles slightly. Or maybe I just know where to look. I walk over to her. You heard. Enough, she replies. You chose peace. I chose clarity. Same thing, she says. I glance back at the cafe briefly. It's over now. Is it? She asks. Yes, I say firmly. Completely. She studies me. No regrets. I think for a moment. Then I shake my head. No regrets. Just lessons. Good answer. And you? I ask. What do you see now? She smiles faintly. I see someone who finally understands his own value. I should have understood it sooner. Maybe, she says. But then you wouldn't be who you are now. I nod slowly. That's true. We start walking together. Not rushed. Not forced. Just natural. You're not afraid anymore, she says. No, I reply. I'm not. Of what? Losing people, I answer. Because now I know the right ones don't leave. She glances at me. And if they do, then they were never right. She smiles. I like that. That night, I stand alone again. But this time, it feels different. Not empty. Not broken. Just complete. I look out over the city lights. Everything is the same. And yet, everything has changed. I take a slow breath. I didn't lose her, I say quietly. The words feel steady. Certain. She lost me. For the first time in a long while. I believe it.